camp training for Danny Green.
Right.
Well, let us know a little bit about what you feel in regards to Danny Green as an opponent, how you see that fight going, and why Danny Green gets this fight in December.
Well, you know, it's been a European invasion, so to speak, in boxing. When you look at fighters like Ricky Hatton, you know, Joe Calzaghe and the Klitschko brothers making the claim to be the best heavyweights in the world. You know, you just saw Kelly Pavlik, he's from Youngstown. But, you know, I mean, these guys can fight. You can't take them for granted. You know, for so long, Afro-Americans have dominated the boxing world. And right now, I mean, there's been an invasion. So, you know, I want to be the bridge to these guys like Clinton Woods, Danny Green, Anthony Mundine, you know, Joe Calzaghe, you know, Kessler, Mikkel Kessler, all those guys that want to come to America, you know what I mean, and make a big name for themselves. You know, they're superstars in their hometown. But until you're a champion and American public recognize you, you know, you're just a small fish in a big pond. So, you know, I want to be the bridge that brings it all together. You know what I'm saying? I'm a world champion, so that means I'm the best in the world. And that means in Germany, England, France, you know, Czechoslovakia, everywhere. You know what I mean? So I want to say that I can go to anybody's backyard, they can come over here, and we can get it on. So this guy fits the bill. He's a former super middleweight champion, has had some very, very tough fights, has won some big fights, and he's moving up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's going to be full of energy because he don't have to kill himself to make weight. He's going to be strong, and he's a power puncher. So, you know, I want to put my talents on display to show that we're not ducking anyone, you know, and, you know, so that's it in a nutshell. And thanks for Showtime having, you know, giving us another opportunity to be on Showtime World Championship Boxing. And I think Bernard Forrest, a good friend of mine, an awesome and entertaining boxer, will be on the undercard. So you got two doubleheaders there, championship fights. It's not an undercard, but just two doubleheaders. Myself, Danny Green, and Bernard Forrest defending his championship. And if you remember seeing Bernard Forrest's last fight, I mean, the guy didn't miss a beat. Came off a long layoff, had a surgery, and he captured the championship by beating Baltimore. I think it was a shutout. So, you know, that's what the people at Foxwood Casino in Ledger, Connecticut has to look forward to.
Okay. What's your prediction on the fight?
Oh, I mean, most definitely. I feel in my heart I'm going to win the fight. I'm going to look exciting, knocking him out. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but that's why we're in here busting our butt, you know what I mean, to make the fight easier. I mean, he's coming, I mean, let me just lay it out there, a chance of a lifetime opportunity. You know, you beat Antonio Tarver, you become famous, and then you become rich. So, I mean, this is a chance of a lifetime for those guys. You got a lot of those fighters out there carrying belts, but you can't pay no bills with those belts. You know what I mean? And so until you make a name for yourself and become a household name, a superstar in the game of boxing, I mean, it's hard to pay the bills. And that's why everybody's calling my name out. You know, I had an opportunity, thanks to Sylvester Stallone, to play in the blockbuster hit last year, Rocky Balboa, the last and final chapter of the franchise, Rocky. And, you know, I'm thrilled to death. I never thought in a million years that I, myself, would be playing in a position like that, but grateful. You know what I mean? We did a great job, and it's still selling big on DVD. If you haven't seen it, go check your boy out. Rocky Balboa, the 6th installment starring your boy, moi, the Magic Man, as Mason the Lion Dixon, man.
How do you feel about a fight with Chad Dawson? Is that in the works? Is that something that you want to do?
Anybody in the light heavyweight division, there's a possibility of me fighting, but, you know, this guy can't push me in no box. I mean, come on, man. I mean, Chad Dawson, what has he done? He has the WBC championship. His last 2 fights, he fought guys on weak notice. You know, they're saving the guy, you know, because they know he's on a path of destruction. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Tell me what you see in Chad, that this guy can do anything with me, with my experience, with everything that I bring to the ring. I mean, I've been the Olympic, the best in the amateurs. I've been the champion for many, many years. 4-time light heavyweight champion. I beat legends in the game. I mean, this guy hasn't done nothing to deserve a fight with me. You know what I mean? And his manager's supposed to be calling my name because he wants a paycheck. I understand the business, but what his manager did to me on the internet, it was just a low blow, and it showed that he has no style, no class, and no coup. And as long as he's the manager, Chad Dawson, Chad don't get no fight because he ain't going to make no money off my bra. I do have the right to say no. I don't need Chad Dawson. They need me. That's the difference.
Absolutely. Saying another fight that you've stated many times that you would like to see happen is another local fighter here out of Florida, which is Jeff Lacy. We know he's coming off of shoulder surgery and supposedly in the works with the fight with Peter Manfredo. I know that that's a fight that you would like to see happen. And is that something that you would like to see happen in your next fight, or do you want to see Jeff Lacy show that he's okay with his shoulder and things of that sort?
Well, that's why he's going to have the Peter Manfredo fight. Hopefully he wins, he's victorious, and I'm victorious in my next fight. And the stage is set. You know what I'm saying? We're two homeboys. I mean, the guy deserves a great opportunity. He had one with excuse me, his name eludes me right now. With my man from England, went over there, Joe Calzaghe. He didn't turn out the way he wanted. But I know Jeff. He's a humble guy. I mean, the guy deserves an opportunity to get paid and also have an opportunity to do some big things, great things in boxing. If he beat me, his ticket is stamped. And it's a great fight for the Tampa area. Bring we're going to divide St. Pete and Tampa for one night, but I know we all going to come together and show what we can do. We can pack that Forum Arena to the fullest. I mean, I think we can sell 23,000. I think we can bring in the tourists and the sports fans, the boxing fans, the superstars of boxing. We can bring them in here. We can put on a heck of a night of boxing, and we both deserve it. Why not? You know what I mean? I'd rather see Jeff Lacy get the opportunity than Chad Dawson. I don't know Chad. He ain't no friend of mine. I mean, I'm saying that I don't know Chad. He's an enemy, for as I'm concerned. The way his manager has gone on record and disrespect me, I can't do nothing for him. Let him make it the best way he can. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people out there for him to fight. So many people out there for me to fight. When it's $5, $6, $7 million on the table, then okay, Chad Dawson is a necessity. Until then, he's nothing but small talk.
Okay. So you just stated if you're victorious in this fight with Danny Green, if Jeff Lacy is victorious.
If Jeff wants to fight, we can bring it right here to Tampa, Florida. Okay. And I think it'll be a tremendous promotion. AT Entertainment in association with whoever he's working with. And I mean, we can do it. There's nothing standing in the way of bringing that super fight right here to Tampa. You go out there, you ask any person in Tampa, in St. Pete, when you mention Lacy Tarver, everybody gets excited. So I know, I think Roy Jones and I broke the record for his live boxing event here in Tampa. I think we did 22-5. And I can go on record and say that Jeff and I will break that record because I don't know a soul that wouldn't come and attend that fight. I think we'll sell out first day the ticket goes on sale. So that's a big fight. And that's what it's all about, putting butts in the seats.
We all know that you've avenged all your losses, any loss on the record except for one, that's Bernard Hopkins. We know that Bernard Hopkins has stated on the record that he's waiting for the winner of Calzaghe and Kessler, looking to lower one of those fighters in the ring. Before it's all said and done, is he someone that you want to step back in the ring with? I mean,
only if Bernard wants to. I don't need Bernard. I mean, Bernard looked like crap his last fight. He got a close victory over Winky Wright. He looked like garbage. Even when you win, you lose sometimes. Hopkins has never been a household name. He's not a fan favorite. He's a dirty fighter. He's not a fan-friendly fighter. I mean, what do you get for your money? I mean, nobody want to come see that garbage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need Hopkins. If he wants to sign a fight, we'll welcome that fight. But he's going to have to do it as with the respect that I gave him. When I gave him an opportunity coming off of 2 defeats, you know what I mean? And I gave him a 50-50 chance to become light heavyweight champion. He was successful on that night, and I won't take anything less. So if he want to be a businessman about it, we can do it. But I'll tell you what, Calzaghe or Kessler can't make no money with Hopkins. You know what I mean? That's the only time Hopkins ever did over 360 buys when he fought me and when he fought De La Hoya. So, I mean, if they looking to make bread, they got to come see the champ, the Magic Man.
All right. Now, we spoke earlier. You said you want 2008 to be a big year in your career. You also stated that you see yourself in the ring for maybe 2 or 3 more years even. I know that...
That depends on how 08 goes. You know, if I get Lacy, catapult that into the winner of Roy Trinidad, or either Kessler, Calzaghe, avenge my loss against Hopkins, I can walk away from the game and say I've accomplished everything that I've set out to do. And, you know, hey, if I want to reach back and give a young fighter like Chad Dawson an opportunity, that's solely my decision. You know, and like the way I feel right now, I'm not going to let his manager make no money off of me. He don't deserve it. Not the way he disrespected me. And so that was a coward move. And I'm going to make him pay. I'm going to make him suffer. I'm going to hit him with hurt, the pocketbook.
I see what you're saying. Well, pretty much that's all we wanted to touch on, Tarver. We had a great camp. Is there anything you want to say to the fans in closing on FightHype.com?
FightHype.com, you've arrived, baby. You got the magic, man, and I'm just glad to be here. Glad that you had the interest to come down and do this exclusive behind the scene with me and my man Jimmy Williams, Joe Ponce, and my man Gary Lewis, man. This is the intricate part of Team Tarver. That's how we get it done. So you've seen it firsthand